Hi, people. It's your boy Eugene on Eugene Talks Football. How are you all doing today? Listen, it's very important. First thing, I checked on you guys. How you doing? It's very important, to reach out to loved ones, to reach out to friends. A lot is happening in the world today, and the least we can do for our loved ones is to reach out to them to know how they're doing, and we must also understand that it could be a lot worse. So it's important that we give thanks to God in every situation that we find ourselves in. So big up your damn selves in the community. If you're new to this channel, Eugene Talks Football, click the like button on this video, click the subscribe button, share the video, as we will be giving you content strictly on football. I am an Arsenal fan, but that doesn't stop me from being an unbiased commentator. I talk about football in an unbiased manner. I dissect football in an unbiased manner. That is why it's not Arsenal Football Channel, it's Eugene Talks Football. But most of the time, I bring Arsenal content. I won't lie to you, but you have every reason to be a part of this community because we talk football. We are creating a community where we can express our personal opinions about football. One thing I love about football is that it offers the opportunity to give your personal opinion. It doesn't matter whether people agree with you or not. Your opinion counts in football. That's the thing I love about it. But before wasting, let us not waste much time. Let's just go straight to the business of today. Today, we're going to be looking at Arsenal transfer business so far. We are just a few weeks away from the season opener 2024-2025 Premier League season. And let's look at Arsenal transfer business so far. But before we start, let's look at the coach, Mikel Arteta, because there's some talks out there about the fact that Arsenal is so comfortable. We're not talking about the future of Mikel Arteta because the news that recently came out is that he's on the verge of putting pen to paper on a new long-term contract. And some fans are raising eyebrows because of the fact that it's his fifth season this season, and he's managed to only win the FA Cup for Arsenal. And fans are growing increasingly dissatisfied as to if he is the one that will lead Arsenal to major honors. But pause, people. Let me tell you something. Remember, Mikel Arteta took charge of Arsenal in 2019. Like Ralph Ragnick said when he first came to Manchester United, he said Manchester United is a club that needs an open heart surgery. It's like a patient that is dying, that was taken to the hospital. You first have to look at that patient critically. I'm not saying that we should be comfortable with Mikel Arteta there, as he's managed to win just an FA Cup in his previous 4 seasons at the helm at Arsenal Football Club. But we must understand that this man sorts Arsenal out. He used 2 years to sort out the club and managed to put us in a place where we are now challenging for trophies. I hear all the talk that Pep Guardiola was there when Claudio Ranieri won the league. Chelsea won the league when Pep Guardiola was there. Liverpool won the league when Pep Guardiola was there. Why can't Arsenal win the league now that Guardiola is still there? Listen to me. We're talking about a juggernaut of football in Pep Guardiola. No disrespect to other managers, but Pep Guardiola, we're talking about eras. So in my humble opinion, I still think that we must give Mikel Arteta some bit of time. Especially this season. If we look at the previous seasons in retrospect, we must give Mikel Arteta some time and see what he's got to offer us this season. And as fans, we've got to be positive. We've got to be positive. It is our positivity that would drive us to major honors. So that's my humble opinion about the manager, Mikel Arteta. So let's jump straight into the transfer business. And yes, we've been talking about a certain defender, Italian defender, Riccardo Calafiori. It's over a month now that Arsenal have been in talks with Bologna for the signing of Riccardo Calafiori. Just this week, there was breakthrough in talks between both clubs, and it is reported that Calafiori has agreed terms with Arsenal on a 5-year contract that lasts till 2029. So Arsenal fans, we must be excited for this particular one, because in Italy out there, he's deemed as the next big thing in Italian football. There are sources that are even saying that top clubs in Italy are not happy that he has chosen Arsenal over the likes of Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan, AS Roma, which was his previous club. So now, what's delaying the deal? Why hasn't Calafiori been unveiled? Why hasn't Arsenal confirmed the capture of Riccardo Calafiori? Listen, there is a bit of complications in the deal. It is not up to Arsenal though, because his previous club, prior to his joining Bologna, there was a clause that was activated, a sell-on clause, and it was a 50% sell-on clause. People, money. I believe that now that he is for sale, I think Bologna are reconsidering that clause and are trying to have negotiations with Basel to reduce the clause. So that has sparked a little bit of disagreement between both clubs. And I haven't heard even Roma are interested in in the percentage as well. But I am very sure, Arsenal fans, we are very close to completing that deal, because even there was a time we heard that during that times that there were negotiations, some clubs, an unnamed English club, Real Madrid, and what other club is that? Juventus, were trying to hijack this signing, but the player said he only wants to join Arsenal. So big up to Riccardo Calafiori for that standpoint. He had to take his stand to say that, listen here, I only want to move to Arsenal Football Club. So let's look forward to what Calafiori will do at Arsenal. I remember that in this Arsenal setup, I also have an opinion. People, majority of fans, Arsenal fans, even opposition fans, are saying that what Arsenal needs to win the title this season is a marksman, a striker. That is not a bad idea. Who wouldn't want a good addition to their squad? But you want to hear my opinion? I don't think it's a striker that we need to win the title. What I think we need is depth. Depth in various departments of that Arsenal squad. Listen, last season we were the second highest goal scorers. We scored the second highest goals in the Premier League last season, behind Manchester City. You are talking about a team that needs a striker. How come they're scoring so much amount of goals? So I believe that justifies my point to say that it is not the striker that is really needed. I think it is depth, the right signings, sensible signings in various departments. A lot of people will agree with me that last season, listen, a player cannot just become a bad player overnight. I don't think that's possible. I'm talking about Gabriel Martinelli. You know, he didn't have a good season. He had a stinker last season, in my opinion. And there are numerous reasons why he had a bad season. If you look at Arsenal's squad, as the way Arsenal play, they play from the back straight to the attack. And we've had problems at our left back position. And that's the reason we are going for Ricardo Calafiori to enhance balance in that left back position. Because throughout last season, there was no regular left back for Arsenal. In the frame of, you look at Ben White, he has been the juggernaut in that right back position for Arsenal, and that's why there's real fluidity between himself and Bukayo Saka. So I believe that that is the sort of balance we need. Balance is what we need. It is not a matter of buying a top striker. Of course, a top striker is good, but that is not the major problem Arsenal has. The problem is balance, is the right depth, and that's what we need. And that brings to mind a player that Arsenal is looking at the moment. He is Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino of Real Sociedad. You know, this is a player that was part of the just concluded Euros that they won eventually. Although he wasn't a fringe part of the first team, but he played his part towards their triumph in the Euro Championships. He scored a very important goal against, I think, Germany in the semi-final. What a header, by the way. So Arsenal are keenly looking at the player, and the reports we're having at the moment is that Arsenal have had a personal discussion with Mikel Merino. It is believed that he has a very good relationship with Mikel Arteta. By the way, I believe Mikel Arteta must have spoken to him to say, try to lure him to Arsenal, share the project with him, what Arsenal wants to do. And it is believed that Mikel Merino has agreed to join Arsenal. The most important thing, the most difficult part of this transfer is between both clubs. So I believe that Arsenal are still preparing an official bid to make to Real Sociedad to try to convince them to release Mikel Merino. The news that is out there is that it's not going to be a very expensive signing. Although he's 28, he was once a player for Newcastle United. He left Newcastle for Real Sociedad. So, of course, he's got a Premier League experience. We must not forget that. And this is a very good player. So, only time will tell. I believe that there's going to be an update this week. I believe so. If not, next week, we will be hearing more updates on Mikel Merino. Be sure on Eugene Talks Football, I'll give you every update as it comes. And don't forget to make your opinion heard in the comment section down below. Whatever you think, have your say. What do you think about Arsenal transfer so far? We've been able to complete the signing of Tommy Setford, an Ajax player, a goalkeeper, 18-year-old. In his recent interview, he was very excited to join Arsenal. And what they are saying is that he's going to be a very important part of Arsenal's squad this season, probably the third choice goalkeeper. So, yeah, let's look forward to Tommy Setford. Is a very young prospect. So let me know what you think about Arsenal transfer business so far today. And right here we are in Cape Town. The boys are there in LA for the preseason tour. I've seen videos, I've seen their training sessions. They're doing very well. And their fixtures for the preseason tomorrow, today or tomorrow. Today, it's we are about 8 hours ahead, of the United States. So let's say tomorrow at 4:30 a.m., it's going to be Arsenal-Bournemouth. That's the first preseason game out there in Los Angeles. But don't forget that they had a behind closed door friendly against Leyton Orient where we won 2-0. But that's just I can't really call that a preseason, but it's just a warm-up match against Leyton Orient. And Gabriel Jesus and Emil Smith Rowe were the ones on target on that particular day. So it's Arsenal Bournemouth 4:30. What do you think about this game? And after that, they will be up against Manchester United, and from there they will move to Philadelphia for their last preseason game in LA against Liverpool. So let me know what your thoughts are about what to expect from Arsenal this season. Do you think Arsenal has what it takes to win the Premier League this season? I'm so excited about this season. I'm very positive. I know and I understand that a lot of fans are complaining. We want more. We want to win the league. When are we going to win the league? We are in the position. We are in the position where we can win the league. So I believe that, I'm not trying to convince any fan to say, come on, support us now. Come on, get behind us now, because you have your opinion, and everybody has a reason why they have their opinion. But in my humble opinion, 3-4 years ago, we were not in this position. We were struggling. We were the banter club. But right now, we are in a position where we challenge for the title. I believe that we are edging closer to winning the league. What matters is the right signings. It is not about the striking position. Of course, we need competition for Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka played almost all the games last season, and he went on to the Euros, and he played every single game in the Euros. Right now, he is the only right-wing player we have. Of course, we have Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli on the left. Big up to Leandro Trossard, by the way, because he had a very good season. I believe he was the reason why Gabriel Martinelli's stinker wasn't too revealed, because he really put in a lot of performances for Arsenal last season. So we need depth, sensible signings, balance in this squad. I believe that we are front runners for the title again this season. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like the video, like I said before, if you're new, this is Eugene Talks Football. We share our opinion. We are building a massive community where we air our views on football-related topics, not just Arsenal, football in general. So it's a new season. We're buzzing. So let's look forward to the season. And like the video, subscribe to Eugene Talks Football. Let me know what your thoughts are on Arsenal transfer so far. But before we get out of here, they are talking about Victor Gyökeres, that Arsenal are looking at Victor Gyökeres, but it is nothing concrete. I believe that these are just ITKs talking about that. But if there is a genuine update on Victor Gyökeres, trust Eugene Talks Football. You're going to get all the updates as it comes straight out of Arsenal. Thank you very much for being a part of this video. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you again. Peace.